Hey, what's up? I'm Gratuitous and welcome to my newest course called Sound Design Basics 101. In this course, I'm going to be teaching you the 3 basic fundamentals that you have to know to do sound design on any of these types of synths, okay? That's oscillators, envelopes, and filters. And inside this course, I'm going to be using Silent 1, we're going to be using Serum, and we're going to be using Pigments. Now, you don't need those synths. I just use them because it makes it really easy to learn. So we kind of bounce in between each of them because sometimes it's easier to learn off of one synth than the other. But then I actually go and show you inside of each synth that, how it kind of works. So, by the end of this course, you're going to be able to use pretty much any synth, okay? Now, before we actually cover a little bit more inside of this course, I first want to talk about how I learned sound design. So I have actually found sound design to be so hard, and I actually forced myself to learn sound design. And I did that by releasing a bunch of free banks on YouTube for Serum, Silent One, and stuff like that. And over the years, they've gotten such positive feedback. And, so because of that, I was like, I'm going to create a course to share with you how I do the sound design. Because again, I found it very, very hard. Now, producing a beat, it's totally different from sound design. In my opinion, I've always kind of found sound design to be hard and kind of boring. Honestly, I get really tired with sound design. I might be able to sound design 4 or 5 sounds, and it's just kind of like, okay, I need a break. But whereas producing a beat, like I could produce a beat for hours. Like I love producing, right? But sound design, again, I've always kind of found it boring. So in this course, I'm going to keep it super simple, but fun, okay? We're going to be learning about the 3 basic principles of oscillators, envelopes, and filters. And as you can see, oscillator, envelope, and these are like your filters and stuff down here, okay? Or like here's like your filter in the case of Silent One. In the case of like Serum, again, oscillators, you have your envelopes and you have your filters. And as you can see, it's like that is in every single synth. So after I teach you about, the basic fundamentals of sound design, these 3 basic principles, oscillators, envelopes, and filters, we actually build a little beat together. We actually do some sound design over top of that drum loop, and I will share with you how I'd actually do sound design for a beat, okay? So we actually do the theory, and then we kind of get into like the hands-on. So if that sounds interesting to you, and if you guys want to learn sound design, if you're looking online and you just can't find your answers, like if you do research on like what is synthesis and you learn about subtractive synthesis, then additive synthesis, wavetable synthesis, like there's so much information. And again, sound design is a totally different industry from like making a beat, even though it's still tied in. So again, if you want to learn sound design and the 3 basic principles more in depth so that you guys can start creating your own sounds, you guys can enroll, and I'll talk to you more inside the course.